Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters Sao Paulo 2014.
Então é isso aí, bem-vindos mais uma vez à última etapa aqui do Intel Extreme Masters São Paulo 2014.
So a fantastic quarterfinal already taken place with a fantastic win from Jack G, 3-0 against Paulo in our first game. It's time now to move on to our second. But before we do that, let's just show you how the players will advance through the bracket. This will be our final quarterfinal today. Our last two quarterfinals will take place tomorrow morning.
Então é isso aí, foi uma vitória fantástica do Jack G em cima do Paulo, 3-0. Vocês podem ver aí nas chaves. E essa vai ser a nossa última quarta de final agora hoje. E amanhã nós vamos ter o restante da quarta de finais, semifinais e finais.
Time now for our second and final quarterfinal of today, day 4 here at Campus Party 2014. Our first player is a player who has surprised the world right now. His best result before now was Challenger League round of 48 in WCS Europe Season 1. He has already reached the last 8 here at the Intel Extreme Masters. He is the new foreign Protoss hope. He is from Ireland, and my insanity ABomB.
Vai sair apresentando o ABomB agora. O cara que está surpreendendo todo mundo, jogador da Irlanda.
And he goes up against a fellow Protoss, a Korean well known to everyone around the globe. He is the man that wants an LDR rate if he wins the Intel Extreme Masters. He is a former double GSL champion, the first to win 2, has won over $400,000 in his career, and has won a Home Story Cup and an Intel Extreme Masters. He is the Boss Toss MC!
E aí então, mostrando o Boss Toss, já ganhou mais de $400 mil na sua carreira. Sem dúvida nenhuma, um jogador sensacional. Então agora que a gente mostrou os jogadores que vão participar agora, um PVP muito bacana, vamos para os nossos casters em português.
Time now to go over to our commentary team before we get the map vetoes underway with English and Portuguese.
The final series of the day here in our round of 8 draw. Tomorrow we'll have 2 more, and then we'll have the semis and grand final to round things out here at the Intel Extreme Masters Sao Paulo. But for now, we have MC going up against ABomB.
A PvP here, my favorite matchup, and the matchup that I predicted will happen a lot in this tournament. We actually don't have, thinking about it, we have less Protosses than we are used to these days in tournaments going far. Still, we have a whole bunch. And with this PvP here, I expect a lot of action, in particular from MC. ABomB, I've talked a lot about him before. He's this player who likes to play a safe style. I expect him to scout a lot for proxies, to try and play defensive for the most part. But in PvP, you cannot really expand very quickly. It's going to be very, very hard to do against a player like MC. So we'll see if he tries to pull it off at least once, but I don't expect to see him try and do it too much.
Yeah, as we have Daedalus Point disappearing there for MC, then ABomB gets rid of Polar Knight. So, well, it's still PvP, you know, and these maps for one another, it comes down to personal preference in the end. But interestingly enough, Ultrazine Stronghold is there. And Ultrazine Stronghold for me in PvP is one of those maps that can be absolutely crazy. So I would love to see a game on that.
Yeah, Stargate's very good on this map. Yeah. Considering expanding is very good. Then again, you have some players that are going to try and counter this with some kind of gate 10 to punish grid, because a lot of players like to be greedy on Altrazim. So if someone was to play very aggressive, I think it would definitely, again, be MC on that map. But the Daedalus Point makes perfect sense as a first veto, because it's a map you veto in ladder. Basically, you don't have a choice. I don't know a single Protoss that does not veto this map, and if I knew one, I would tell him, what are you doing, idiot? Just veto it right now.
Get rid of this map. Well, okay, we're just waiting for the map order to come out from these two players, but just in general, ABomB, I think most people out there anticipated him turning up to the tournament, playing his group stage out, falling out, and then just not doing too much. But as you can see there, Yonsu, Ultrazime will be our first 2 maps, and then the next 3, can't remember what it said, but it doesn't matter. It's been a long day here so far, so let's just get into those games pretty soon. I'm looking forward to it, as we have a nice PvP. This is probably the only PvP we'll see for a while, I think. How many more Protoss do we have left?
In the grand finals, we're going to have a PvP. So
you think that?
Hero versus MC. I actually think MC is the overwhelming favorite here. Even though ABomb's definitely has a chance, especially after beating Byung in impressive fashion. But if MC wins versus ABomB here, he faces Jack G, and I think he's the favorite there too. He's had some very good results lately. He beat Innovation, Bomber. Jack G, I would consider him less good than these guys, even though he's a monster. Don't take me wrong.
But here we have ABomB on screen, a guy that's been able to fly through to the round of 8 after not having the best of starts in the groups. If you weren't around earlier on today, he did drop his first series during that, falling down to the lower position in that group, but then was able to fight his way through all of the CJ guys. Trot and Byung, a Code S Terran, fell to the Irish.
He has a very good mindset, actually. I was talking to him after he lost to Major. He was asking me, what do I think about his losses? So we talked for a while, and he was really trying to find his mistakes and basically think on how he could fix them and play better. So I do think that even if he had to play Major again, which, to be honest, could happen in this tournament, I do think he would have a much better chance than the first time, or he will do a lot better than the first time that they played.
Yeah, I think that's, I have to echo those sentiments. It really seemed that, you know, he lost that game, but he still came backstage with a smile, and he was still willing to, you know, talk to you, as you mentioned, and then even during a few of the games that were going on before, whilst he was waiting for his next match, he still had a smile on his face, you know, chatting to people and trying to keep as relaxed and calm as possible. But now he is in a very, very odd position. This is his 3rd time in the booth ever, and he has to go up against this man, the Boss Toss, who has had massive amounts of experience in that booth.
Yeah, and MC these days he's in such a good shape.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. He's just been playing impressively, and I guess that's always been the case. He's always been a very confident guy, and now things haven't changed. He was taking photos. There were some pictures that were tweeted where he was looking like he was basically flexing his muscle just now, just showing his motivation and determination. And that's always nice to see from one player to just show so much confidence going into a match.
All right, well, we are getting invited to our first map here, being Yonsu. And just in general, this tournament has surpassed my expectations, I gotta say already. We've had some really, really nice games.
Yes.
And we're now only just getting into that round of 8 fully here with MC and ABomB looking to advance on to play against Jakshi in the next round. But I was not expecting a 3-0 from Jakshi, gotta say. Jakshi made Paul look easy peasy in the end.
Talking about this series here, I think on this first map, I'm going to make a little bit of a prediction here to get the fun going.
All right.
I think MC is going to open with a double gateway and then throw down a 3rd gateway and do a big 3-gate attack with a lot of stalkers. And ABomB, I think he's going to do a double gateway opener into a Twilight Council. And then he's going to hold MC's pressure, but maybe take a little bit of damage, and then they're going to stabilize into the mid game, and then anything can happen. You just decide the rest, Kailaris.
This is an impressive prediction. I gotta say that's very well thought out.
Not yet. We'll see.
Well, you know, when you say that about MC, the way in which we see him play that style and go, you know, like go for a lot of stalkers, his micro and focus fire is really, really good. So if I would be surprised if we saw anything other than that. He executes it so well, even against a player that has like an expansion down, has a lot of probes going. He normally forces those probes to come off the expansion. He still does really well with that control. MC
is a timing-orientated player who has definitely one of the best micro out there, and that means force fields and stalkers in particular, because I would say that's the most used units from Protoss.
All right, well, spawning now up to the top right-hand corner as our red Protoss. He is the most earningest player in the entire world in StarCraft 2, if I can use that word, not word in inverted commas. He is MC. And down to the bottom left-hand corner, we have our blue Protoss, the challenger here in the round of 8. Can he advance on past the Boss Toss? It is ABomB.
If you start doubting your English, I don't know where this is going to go, Kailaris. Don't ask me.
Sorry, man. You're going to have to be the mentor once. Sorry about that.
No, not in English. Sorry. All right, funky pylon placement by ABomB here, a little bit behind his mineral line. I wonder, actually, the first pylon, you need to place it very well so that you can build a lot around it. So right now, for example, you could throw down the gateway on the right-hand side of that gas, core on the left, and then some building on the bottom left-hand side. But then it's like a little bit weird, you know, it looks a little bit awkward, like some units could get stuck here. So we're gonna have the gateway in that corner over here, and gateway 12 actually, whereas MC is gonna go for the gateway, the standard, very standard gateway 13. He scouts for a cannon rush, there is not gonna be one.
Yes, he does. So as you can see down here, trying to spot that out. But meanwhile, ABomB spotting everything in the natural, making sure that there's nothing crazy going on, because I can only imagine that ABomB has had to deal with these proxies very recently. What are you laughing at?
I proxied him yesterday and he started it.
Oh, I like casting with you, Todd.
Apparently he scouts it every single game.
Yeah.
That's what I assume when I saw it, because I don't usually play him, so
yeah.
Even against MC, sometimes you play against a top player and, for example, a very passive Photos, there are a few of those out there, and you're going to tell yourself, well, you know what, this is a waste of time, because this guy, he never proxies, so I'm not even going to scout for it. But then the one time you don't do it, sometimes it's going to happen. And this sleek little Night End, he has a few gateways in your base, and then you lose the game, so...
Sneaky little Night End.
Yes, still need to be careful. MC doing 2+2 on his gases, ABomB as well. Very similar builds. I think we're going to be seeing 2 gateways, as I predicted, from both players.
Yeah. Well,
then from there, MC goes for the 3rd gateway, is what I predicted.
And the gas lines up nicely for him with that kind of play, with the 2 in each gas. Question mark.
Actually, what? This gateway and cybernetic score by MC, if he rallies his main nexus to his natural, I'm afraid he might get some probe stuck.
Yes, actually, I think he would.
What is going on?
And that's really annoying when that happens.
It hasn't happened yet, but I feel like it's likely it could happen. If he's not careful here, he's going to have to pay a lot of attention to this. Even if he has, usually the gateway you need to, this does not really happen, because you really pay attention to your first rally point, and then you have warp gates, so this does not apply.
Yeah.
But the probes, that could be a big trouble here later on if he has to kill one of his own pylons or something.
Well, it's chrono boosting onto that cybernetics core, so his warp gate tech is going to be a little quicker here than ABomb's, although he is now chrono boosting after seeing his opponent doing so as well.
Yeah.
So a little bit important there. The Mothership core will get out in a little bit for MC, but in the grand scheme of things, ABomb's Mothership core being out this quickly isn't really going to do too much.
Yeah, where's that 3rd gateway, MC? Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
And at the back.
Boom.
Hey. Good job, Todd.
And ABomB, I thought he might go for something like a Twilight. Could be a Stargate as well. See how much gas is banked up. Could be... Yes, it's going to be a Twilight, man.
Yeah.
How sick am I?
Nicely done. Nicely done so far. Well, actually, that was just pretty much everything you said, so all is good. So clairvoyant.
Oh, wow. ABomB sneaked a probe outside, and it actually went past the Stalker here and survived. So he's going to have a probe across the map, but the priority is going to be defending this. Having Photon overcharge, I like his position here. MC is not going to have any tech. He's really going to commit a lot to the Stalker's attack. But remember what happened. We saw a very similar game earlier.
Yeah, the pylon on the low ground here can reinforce pretty quickly, but at the same time, ABomB throws out a pylon himself in his opponent's natural, not only to block that off, but also he can warp in a Zealot or 2 if he feels his opponent is being eagerly aggressive.
ABomB needs to pull back now, otherwise he might have had to throw down a time warp. Down his ramp, he's proxy the pylon on the expansion of MC. He has done this so well.
Yeah.
A Stargate goes down behind this. If ABomB holds on for a long time here and gets Blink, he's gonna have a sick lead.
He's retaining as many of his stalkers as possible, getting a little bit of damage in with that photon overcharge as well. That's a good position there for ABomB. Good trade so far.
ABomB is a defensive player that has one of the best defense out there. He's very much like HaZeOps. He's very patient as well.
Yeah.
And MC is actually going to pull back. I'm a little bit surprised. I definitely thought he would be committing a little bit more to this. And look, ABomB, he's counter-attacking with a single Zealot here. This is so smart. This is going to force units out of MC. He's going to get the perfect scout. He's going to see the Stargate plus the Robo. Actually, might not see the Stargate here. MC reacting on time.
And he doesn't even lose a single worker to that Zealot,
Yeah.
so good reactions. You are correct. Those Stalkers will also kill off that pylon if they stick around. And
keep in mind, ABomB is going for Blink right now. He has used this photon overcharge. If he moves out, leaves nothing at home, and this Oracle flies into his base, which I'm guessing is what MC is going to try to achieve, this could go very bad for him. So as much as he's a good defensive player, he has to anticipate this. With the timing on that Robo here, he should be able to know that there was not enough Stalker for basically not the possibility of MC not having another production building, in this case the Stargate.
And very good scouting here by ABomB, finding both of the reinforcing pylons, so he will be able to deny those, and he's going to have energy for Photon Overcharge in around 15 seconds worth.
Yeah, but is he... MC is going all the way around the map. Actually, this might turn out to go pretty well for ABomB. I'm surprised he's trying to pressure like the way he is with his Stalkers, because he doesn't have a proxy pylon and he doesn't have the critical Stalker count that you need to do a lot of damage. Actually, yeah, you're right. He's going to have enough energy here.
Yeah.
But if MC gets in there and the Photon Overcharge is used once the middle line has been reached, you've already lost like 5 probes. And I think that's what MC is going to go for.
2, 3, 4. Okay, he's already got quite a few.
Get even more.
Wow.
A 6, Oh, could have. Oh, gets a 7th.
Very nicely done. 8 worker kills there, considering that Photon Overcharge was used as well. So in the end, despite not the quickest of reactions there by ABomB, he still loses quite a lot regardless.
And behind this, MC is playing like some kind of counter-attack might happen, which I'm sure ABomB is thinking about. But he's getting the expansion, and MC does not know if there was a cancel or not, so he's going to play it safe for now. He's waiting for his second Immortal. He's made 1 single Void Ray, and I think MC is going to be expanding from there. Pretty cool game. They stabilized, man.
Yeah, they really did. It's pretty impressive. And MC now has a very, very strong army composition. He throws down the Time Warp, but all of those Stalkers will blink out and save themselves for now.
Quite useless Time Warp here, not going to do anything. A very quick Templar Archive by ABomB.
Wow.
Could we see something like some quick Zealot Archon attack? I guess on only 2 gases, you're not going to be able to get too many Archons. Like, you're going to get 2 by like the 12th minute or something. That's very little gas income that he has right now. So I don't think it would be that good. Maybe he wants to get a few Templars out, or like 1 per million line, so that if an Oracle flies in, he can feedback it, which is one of the best feeling in the world.
And he's setting himself up with this Observer as well to blink in with 4 Stalkers and one-shot those probes. So this is really cool by him. He has good mobility against MC right now, despite MC being very much so up in terms of army supply.
And MC should be able to know this is happening. Oh, he's out the Observer. He's chasing it right now. ABomb's going to have to get out with his Observer. Nice. Oh, man. That game sense by MC.
At the same time, a little bit of harassment on the left-hand side here by ABomB, trying to do some damage to his opponent's natural. Blinking away, needs to keep these Stalkers alive. One end will end up falling, but just once again, keeping keen eyes out, pushing away that Observer.
The Observer almost dying here. ABomB would need like 15 Stalkers to make this work. He could blink up the ramp and then snipe the Void Ray and the Immortal, but he has no plan to do that. He just wanted to do some light pressure while transitioning. I'm gonna guess into charge loss and Archons, and look, a single Templar in his middle lane.
Yeah, that's quite interesting actually to throw that there. I guess, well,
for an Oracle, man.
But it wouldn't have that much energy, right?
Yeah, but then he doesn't. That's like 20 probes.
Yeah, you're right. I was like, oh yeah, he can't kill that outright, but then he also can't kill any probes. So you
know, sometimes it's not always about getting a perfect round, Kayla. It's just about winning the match.
I like killing things. Well, for now, we have still Immortal and Void Ray composition being added on here by MC. And I really do like this composition. It's very, very strong. But look at that. The most opportunistic time to blink in. Might catch himself an Immortal. Will he be able to get it? And yes, he does. Oh,
he's not going to go for the Void Ray. He's just going to blink out.
Double
I guess I like the choice. Yeah. And the Observer is going to die here, so that's going to put an end to this aggression. MC realizes that he has a whole bunch of Immortals and Void Rays. I think he's going to go for a counter-attack. ABomB, he needs to get a ton of Zealots right now to make sure he can hold this. Look, he's going for a Gateway Explosion, but this might be too late. Those Stalkers down! Oh, they almost get caught out of position. This is so close.
MC chasing them down. He doesn't have blink, so he can't catch up to them anytime soon, as they will blink away when they have the opportunity to do so.
Most important number right now, the army supply and the army composition. Man, those Void Rays plus Immortals, they're going to do a ton of against those Stalkers. There is not enough Zealots, I feel, for ABomB.
Oh, he might be stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Photon Overcharge will end up going down, but how well can he actually hold on? Oh, all of his army is caught behind a force field. This is catastrophic positioning here for ABomB. All the probes have to come off the line, but it's all separated up. There's nothing ABomB can do. He tries to blink out with the Stalkers, and that will allow a few more of those units with that force field dissipating to get out. But now MC is taking a massive, massive supply advantage here as he continually pushes on. He kills the Nexus. No more Photon Overcharge. There's a few Zealots remaining during all of this, but those 3 Immortals, they are all ABomB has left. GG. MC takes game at number 1.
I don't think I've ever seen a Nexus die so fast, except maybe versus Terran.
That was quick. That was quick. That one force field sealing that army behind that mineral line. If only he'd had some of those units spread across a little more, maybe that would have been a different story.
Yeah. Very clutch timing here by MC. He identified what he was up against. He knew that there was this timing during which he can get a lot of damage done at minimum, and at best basically kill his opponent, which is what just happened here. I guess ABomB, he overmade probes. He had a 10 walker lead when this attack hit. MC was very low on walker, so he just took his expansion, put a few probes there, and he was all along thinking he was going to do this timing. The execution was great. That force field, as you say, blocked the units. He placed very, very well his Immortals, his Void Rays, so that they wouldn't die instantly. He didn't just A-move here. He really placed his army in a good concave to snipe the Nexus, and then the rest followed And yeah, good enough execution by MC to secure himself the first win here in this match.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. In terms of the army positioning, just in general, not only did he have that concave, but also he didn't have any units positioned near where he'd force fielded those units off. So they weren't doing any damage at all for a long time. That was brutal there for ABomB to have to deal with, and now we go on to a much different map, Ultrazeem Stronghold. I'm expecting this game to go a little bit longer, and if it does, oh boy, all sorts of crazy things can happen.
A little bit longer, huh?
Yeah.
All right, just to go up against you, I'm gonna say MC goes for gate 10 and ends it quickly.
Gate 10?
Yeah. Gate 10, 3 gates.
Ah, okay.
You know this build?
Yeah,
it's pretty sick. If you play greedy, you die.
You die. You say it so dramatically, Todd. Wow.
When you play the game of greed, you win or you die.
All right, well, we'll see if ABomB wants to. As you mentioned, very Hasu-Obs-esque defensive play style.
I think he has a very good defense overall, especially early on rushes. Now, in the mid game, that timing that MC hit, I really feel like this is one of those things that only a good game sense can give you. Because even though he was playing this for a long time, it just felt right overall to do something like this. It felt like that one game that he played earlier in the PvP, in which he made a lot of stalkers and pressed against Hello Kitty on Frost. Remember that game? I feel like so few players would have tried that and pulled it off, except maybe a few players who like to play overly aggressive and sometimes manage to pull it off. But in that case, MC, everything was calculated and it worked out just fine.
All right, well, we're going to get on to game number 2 here in a second. Currently, MC 1 game up as we find out how things are going to go. 1 second. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whilst we...
Re-invite me in the game, please.
Okay, we shall re-invite you wherever you may be. Are you D Apollo? Yes, you are. Invite to... Oh, I invited you to a party. Suggest a game. There we go.
Not the right time, Kairos.
No, I know. I'm sorry, bro.
Maybe later if you want. If you want to play some 2v2s.
I did suggest...
I won't charge you much.
Oh, so kind of you. Right, okay. You've been suggested and now you can join. So let's get into this game. I am hot, Todd. So after this series, I will chill out in the pool and never leave for hours because...
You will think about this great PvP we're commentating right now.
Yes. As well. See if MC can take 3-0. He may do. He looks so strong. But the countdown is finished, guys. We're going to jump into game number 2. Thank you for being with us all day long here at the Intel Extreme Masters Sao Paulo. It's been a long day of casting, but oh boy, has it been worth it.
All day, all night. Depends where you are.
In Europe, they're not even that far behind us, man. The UK is only 2 hours behind us. My mind was blown when I heard this.
What about Korea?
Okay, that's quite far behind. It's like the other side of the world. Alrighty, spawning down to the south position here as our red Protoss, representing esports management group thingy doodah. He is MC. And up to the top right, we have our blue Protoss, representing Night Insanity. It's ABomB.
And ABomB, definitely one of those players that like to go for more bases, micro a little bit more before hitting timings later on with big armies. He kind of reminds me of myself, even back in the Warcraft days. I really like to assemble a big army before engaging. I didn't like the small skirmish on just one base. And that's definitely the way he likes to play. And his defense is very good a lot of the time. I'm surprised he asks questions like this in about his losses. This is actually a very good mindset. I guess asking during a game, not necessarily the best thing you can do, but this really shows how much this guy is trying to fix every single leak in his play. And really trying to find out why he lost and improving on it.
That's so true. When was the last time? He asked against Major, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Early third? Yeah, third base. So interesting here from ABomB. But it really does show that he really cares a lot here.
I really like how ABomB said that the 3-gate was so strong. MC said because they are bosses units.
MC knows what he's talking about. He really does.
Double gas very quickly by ABomB. Let's see if MC goes for the second one quickly as well. Just clicked on it, I think, but she didn't throw. Oh, second pylon. I didn't see when he started his gateway actually, but he took that about the same timing as his opponent.
Yeah.
Gate 12 at most, so not going to be the gateway 10 that I was thinking about.
2 guys in each of these guesses for ABomB, no doubt. Actually, no, he's thrown 3 into that top one now. He did have 2 in there initially. So lots of gas income here from ABomB.
Oh, much quicker.
Oh,
much
yeah.
quicker stability scoring out by MC. He's still going to go for the second gas. Okay, for a second, I really thought we were going to have a flashback to the old school days where the 4-gate was reigning over PvP.
Yeah, all right, well, for now.
Okay, ABomB, the way he's played this, he saturated his gases very early on. I think we might see something like a Sentry, Mothership Core, and then Nexus, which is a very good build on a map like this. But you die to Gateway 10.
Where is MC going? He's going all the way across the left other side of the map. And
trying to be a little bit tricky, I think.
Yeah. So for now, he starts his warp gate a little bit quicker than his opponent, of course, and if he could actually put spend chrono boosts into that.
Very quick Stargate. This is such a strong build because this is very greedy. But if your opponent does not do something very aggressive, which on this map is hard to pull off because it's 4 players map. So I guess it's pretty much 4 gates with Gateway 12 or 10 gates. You are going to find yourself quite far ahead, especially since ABomB is only making a Mothership Core with this. He could get 1 or 2 Zealots in support, and he would have so much gas to get only Phoenixes. And then no matter what he faces, he's going to be in a decent shape, even versus Blink Stalkers. If he's against Stargate and an Oracle, he's golden. He pretty much already won against Robo, golden as well.
Yeah.
In this case, he's going to be against Blink, so definitely one of the hardest scenarios that you might face. And I do think we're going to see Phoenixes, but could be an Oracle as well. Yes, Phoenix.
Well, MC now gets even double unlucky. Now doesn't spot his opponent, so he knows exactly where he's spawned.
Whoa.
From this point on.
He's going to take an expansion behind this.
And is he?
With a single Stargate.
We have extra gateways on the way here.
ABomB really bringing the gamble to MC here. This might backfire if he's... Yeah, he throws down.
Wow.
Okay, he has to scout very quickly here. Usually when you go for Phoenixes, you send your first one in very, very quickly to see exactly what you're up against.
The Mothership Core won't have energy for recall when this Phoenix finds it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
oh, is he going to see it? Yeah, he's supposed
yeah, of course.
to.
There's no way he wants. Turn around, bye-bye Mothership Core. That is a big blow there to MC early on.
But this is actually going to slow down the scouting of ABomB, and if MC commits to this 3 gateway and gets a lot of Stalkers, this is going to be also hard for ABomB to hold. Look, he has 1 gate and 1 Stargate. But he needs something like a Robo or 2 additional gateways to get a lot of units. And I don't think he's going to cancel his Nexus, which, if he knew right now what he's up against, he would cancel it.
Doesn't MC also want high ground vision with that Mothership Core if he's going to go for Blink and try and do some damage?
He doesn't
here?
really. I mean,
if
there was a lot of units, sure, but there is nothing. There is 1 Sentry, 1 Mothership Core, and 2 Phoenixes right now. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Robo goes down, but he's even in a vulnerable position against this attack upcoming by MC. ABomB sees what he's up against. He goes back home with the Phoenixes to try and defend with them. Photon Overcharge is good, but I don't know that he's that good. He should cancel. He should cancel the expansion.
He doesn't have.
He cancels.
He doesn't have the DPS to kill off these pylons that are going down to the back here for MC.
Mothership Core.
Oh, and he gets the Photon Overcharge just in the nick of time.
They need to pick up the Stalkers in the range. MC's not going to step in the range. He gets out of the range of the Photon Overcharge. Wow. This is a disaster here for ABomB.
And now he can sit on the top of the high ground. There's nothing to contest him.
Yeah, he's going to have time to chrono boost, I think, 1 Immortal, but what's one Immortal going to do against, like, 12 Stalkers?
The Robo facility is positioned so that even he could poke in if he wanted to and still do damage to it. So you have to be very careful about this.
And ABomB actually does not even... Okay, he's going to start an Immortal. He's getting a Void Ray right now. This is going to be the most difficult hold of his life here. Yeah. He's trying to pull off.
It started, the Stalkers see it whirring away, so he knows he has limited amounts of time to really do something about that. But Stalkers on the left-hand side have warped in as well. They're all on the perimeter. Photon Overcharge has now gone down. As he blinks forward, he wants to bring down all the pylons before the Immortal gets out. Will he be able to get them in time? The probes come off the line, and he gets it before the Immortal gets out. He charges up with the Void Ray, but what a decision there for MC to kill off the pylons before the Immortal is able to get out.
Second Void Ray is on the way. That's Immortal didn't finish. A pylon's being remade. MC has a critical mass of Stalkers. I don't see how ABomB could hold. He needs to lift a lot of the Stalkers here.
And he's going to start lifting, but he blinks forwards to bring down the Void Ray, and that's a lot of the damage left out here as 14 Stalkers now rip apart the probes as well as the remaining units. There you go, GG, and MC takes the lead 2-2-0.
With some boss units.
Boss units, man. It's all about them boss units, and oh boy, did they boss MC ABomB just then.
They busted up, that's for damn sure here. Yeah. MC, great decision making. It's so easy to butcher a Blink all-in like this, because if you get in there, you attack the wrong stuff just for 1 second, you're already gonna fall quite far behind. Now MC, he knew exactly, he had quite some time to think about it. Yeah. Not that I think about it, like when I play this kind of game personally, I feel like I have no time to think. I always feel like I'm in a rush. You know, I always feel like every second passing by that my opponent has photon overcharge, I'm falling behind.
Yeah.
In this case, MC, he took his sweet time. He was like in a meditating state, waiting for the photon overcharge to finish, and he was like, what should I attack? The Robo, his units? I'm gonna go for the pylons because I'm gonna be able to snipe both of them before the Immortal even finishes.
Yeah.
He saw the time that Immortal started, and he knew the exact timing. In the end, it worked out perfectly. Had that Immortal come out, I'm not sure that MC would have been able to make this work. I do think he was still in the lead, and I'm surprised by ABomB also. His micro wasn't great here. He didn't pick up units the first time. The moment you use photon overcharge in this scenario, you need to pick up stalkers in the range of the photon overcharge so that they can get killed, you know? But in that case, he didn't kill a single stalker, and he lost his mothership core. So this was a disaster of a start by him. I do like the way he cancelled the Nexus, though. A lot of people would not have cancelled the Nexus. I'm pretty sure I would not have cancelled that Nexus.
Yeah, it would have been super vulnerable. Super vulnerable with those pylons even being there. But MC, his execution was just phenomenal there. And you're right, the patience on the edge of that photon overcharge, he had time to think. He had time to prepare. And now he goes into game number 3. 2 games up. It's match point for this guy to advance on and then play against Jakchi tomorrow in the round of 4. And Habitation Station is our next map.
Yeah, very tricky map in PvP because you're so close to each other and kind of close by air. A lot of Protosses, they like to send in a Mothership Core very quickly in their opponent's base to try and poke in, see what they're up against. And if you get the information already of what your opponent's taking with, very early on in the game, you can basically react to it. You don't even need to make your tech before. So if you open for something like 1 gate, so a bunch of stalkers and Mothership Core, you can scout. If you see a Stargate, you throw down Twilight. Yeah. If you see a Twilight, you throw down Robo or whatever you want, or even a Twilight yourself. And yeah, if you see DTs, you can react. Maybe not that early, but you get my point, I think.
I do, Todd. Thank you very much.
Do you think we're going to see a very quick Mothership Core rushing the opponent's base here?
I think they'll cross each other in the same position, say hi to one another, exchange greetings, and then go. Go, go, go. All right, Todd, this could be the final game of the day as we have spawning up to the top right-hand corner here as our blue Protoss. Representing my insanity, it is ABomB. And up to the top left, we have a player 2 games up, looking to advance on to the round of 4. He is the boss toss, he is MC.
I'm curious if ABomB is going to stop for proxies here. He seems to do it every single time. MC, he hasn't been proxying ever recently, but I feel like he's using his image, man. That tournament in which he proxied White-Ra years ago, he never proxied again after this, and then nobody ever believes he's never going to proxy, so everybody scouts it.
That game still haunts me to this day, because White-Ra, he didn't know it was only cross positions, and he scouts the wrong way. I'm like, ah, no, he knows where you spawned, White-Ra, no. But anyway, for now we have ABomB opening up with 12 Gateway once again here. Whilst Mr. Minchel, he goes for the 13.
Yeah, ABomB scouts again for proxies. This feels a little bit like something like Naniwa would do like here, with a little bit of an earlier gate and playing it safe, scouting proxies. MC actually doing it as well.
Yeah, both of them checking
maybe
the natural.
Expecting something drastic from his opponent to try and pull a comeback in this series.
Well, we already have the gas being thrown down. Double gas, in fact, for ABomB, whilst double gas for Minchel. So very, very down the line, very, very straight here.
You know what this means?
What does it mean, Todd?
Mothership Cores are going to high five.
Oh, yeah.
It's very likely, but we could see a very quick Stargate as well again.
Yeah.
What do you think? Who's going to do it? I want a prediction from you, at least once.
I think both Stargate, but one of the... both Stargate and both Phoenix, because why not?
But after Mothership Core or before?
After.
All right.
It sounds weird.
No, actually, that's a very possible scenario. On this map, it will make perfect sense.
Yeah, because they're both anticipating something like, well, haha, it's a good map for Stargate, you're going to try and do it and go for an Oracle, but then they're both like, haha, metagame, I'm going to go Phoenix, so...
I'm not sure that's how they laugh about it and think about it, but that sounded like something reasonable. MC, the only player getting a Zealot, so I'm even more convinced he might go for something like a Stargate plus the Mothership Core here. We'll see in a second when the Cybernetics Core finishes. Actually, that probe not lining up very well by MC with his Cybernetics Core. Like 1 or 2 seconds. And he does start the very quick Mothership Core. Same thing by ABomB, who went for a second gateway, but he didn't make a Zealot, so I think maybe try Stalker opener here or something like that out of him.
Right, right, well, the Zealots now moving out here for Mr. Minchel, and we already have the rally points.
Try Stalker Opener, or at least Stalker Opener, a must on this map, just because of that Mothership Core rush that both players are doing.
Yeah, okay.
If you don't have a single Stalker or you have just one, you can actually take quite some damage from that Mothership Core. So you're gonna have to be careful, and here both players are quite careful. I like what MC is doing. He's gonna send in the Zealots, so that's gonna keep the Stalker busy. And at the same time, he's gonna try to do damage with his Mothership Core. The problem for him, he's sending a Stalker across the map. There's gonna be nothing back at home for him to defend. Actually, no, he's getting a Stalker, which is chrono boosting as well.
Yeah, another one.
So he's planned the perfect defense with just one single gateway. But I don't think his attack is going to do that much, because we have 2 gateway and 2 more Stalkers on the way here for ABomB. ABomB needs to pay attention to his Mothership Core. He's going to be pulling back now. And quick Twilight Council behind this for MC.
Nice choice. At the same time now, the Zealot Stalker Mothership Core aggression is on the way. Time Warp even to slow that one down. One Stalker pops out right next to all of this, though. How well is this really going to go for MC? As the micro for ABomb's not too bad so far.
Oh, nice micro. He might be able to save everything here.
He may be able to,
He's going to get the Stalker. He could get the Mothership Core, even though that's unlikely, and that's Zealot not getting a single kill. Oh my god, ABomB. What a defense here.
ABomB.
Oh, the Stalker has assisted. He loses the Stalker. He's going to go for the duel. Oh my god, MC, those boss units, even the Mothership Core, it applies to it as well.
It's not boss enough. Does he get the third? No.
Oh. 8 hit points, 1 hit away.
Not boss enough. Boss, but not boss
and
enough.
MC realized how much damage he had done and how busy he had kept his opponent. He throws down the Dark Shrine. It's actually almost halfway through down. This is so scary right now. No robo was made by ABomB. He's getting a Twilight Council.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if he still goes for a robo and starts getting some sentries as well for scouting, just because of his style. But he's moving across the map maybe here with his Stalkers.
This is really, really scary.
This probe.
That probe with the pylon, if it throws it down, and he's not going to find it. Those 2 Stalkers are moving into the middle.
3rd gateway. Just because of the way that Rush went and the way MC spent a lot of gas on this, I think ABomB assumes there is no way he could be getting a Dark Shrine as well, but that's not the case. And 3 gateways here.
Oh, he's just not going to have anything to deal with this.
He's getting an expansion. This is a similar scenario that we saw in Hello Kitty versus MC. Even if the DTs don't do anything, behind this, MC gets a ton of Stalkers.
Yeah, he sees the expansion, and now Blink is on the way. So much of the gas for ABomB has been committed to anything but detection. And now a pylon.
This is a huge stealth.
Yeah, it is, actually.
And also he has 2 sentries up the ramp. If he gets a robo now, he might be able to be fine. There will need to be 3 DTs. Oh, MC goes for only 2.
There's 1 DT here. Where is the vision? Here's the vision of ABomB. I'm looking.
He could not break the force field. This does not get up, and he gets up. Oh my god, this has to be it.
There you go, GG, ladies and gentlemen. MC advances on 3-0 to the round of 4. He is going to play against Jakchi there to see who gets one of those top 2 spots. It's going to be Jakchi or MC going to Katowice and going to the final here in Sao Paulo.
Some big players here definitely going to be making it to the World Finals, and MC is going to go and check his opponent's hands. ABomB still with a smile. He played well in this tournament, definitely.
Yeah, I think he's happy to have come this far, even here at his, I think pretty much his first proper big LAN appearance. I think maybe he's been at a DreamHack or 2 in the past. I'm not 100% sure on that, but realistically, sitting in that booth, sitting on that stage, this is a big moment for him, beating Beyond to get there.
He does to MC 3-0, but I mean, there is not many people who can beat MC right now. He's quite unstoppable. He's had some great performances online. He's been an Innovation recently. He's been a Bomber. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Crazy.
What kind of better shape do you need to be to beat this man with the shape he's in, man? This is ridiculous.
He's pretty good.
I think MC is the favorite to definitely advance to the finals, possibly win the tournament. I'm going to go as far as saying that, and I said it from the start of this tournament.
Here's what happened, man. Here's what happened. MC saw the 100K announcement at Katowice, and then he saw dollar bills in his eyes as he stared into the sky. He was very content.
He went to the Audi store. He's like, I'll reserve that one.
Exactly. He really wants the Audi, guys. So we now know 2 of the players in the round of 4. It's going to be Jakchi and MC, but also we have 2 quarterfinals to play as we get into the next rounds. So we still have 4 players down in the quarterfinals, don't we, Todd?
Yes, Hero versus Major is going to take place tomorrow. It should be our first match. I might cast it with you. And TLO versus Bomber will be our last match tomorrow. Big match as well.
Nicely done. All right, guys. Well, in terms of games, that's it for us here on the day of Sao Paulo here at the Intel Extreme Masters. However, we can hand it over to the lovely Red Eye with an interview.
Thank you very much to our Portuguese casters and English casters. We'll see them both again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. local time for the third and fourth quarterfinals. For now, though, joined with MC. Congratulations, a 3-0 win. Same as last, you've been told off already. Look, he's telling you off. Again, a very straightforward game. Everyone would have said beforehand, ABomb's very inexperienced, hasn't been on the big stage like this before. You've been there, you've seen everything, you've been GSL champion. You were heavy favourite to win 3-0, and that's how it's ended. But was it as straightforward for you?
Yes, I agree, but you know, it's 3-0, so it's not enough for me warm up. So can I warm up now?
Okay, are you warmed up now?
Now enough.
Now enough? Okay. But now you have to play tomorrow. So you have to warm up again tomorrow, okay?
Of course, man.
Okay. Let's try and talk about the game a little bit. The first map, you were very patient. I mean, you didn't seem to rush. You had stalkers in the base. You were ready to go, but he had overcharge. You waited, and then you just went in and picked him off. It was easy, right?
You know, all top players just scouting and no enemies build order. So I'm just push 5 with 6 stalker and scouting his third gate and many stalkers. So I saw his blink stalker. So I go back attack 1 oracle and some void ray and immortals. Yeah, so easy win.
Yeah, there was a great force field as well at the end of the first game. Do you remember pinning him against the wall?
Yeah, you know, I'm always best force field in the world. Yeah.
Best force fielder in the world. Okay, I got it. Second game, a little bit tougher. It could have gone either way for a little while in that. Were you worried at all?
Second game, I thought I will use Stargate, but I think he will use Stargate, so I counter Blink Stalker and take easy.
Okay, and what about the third game?
Third game is, you know, I don't remember before map. It's like other 1v1 map, simulator air is close. So when I play WCS Season 2 against Titan, Titan used 1 Zealot and 1 Stalker and 1 Mothership Core push. So I tried that, and I went Blink Stalker, but I saw his base. He has nothing. So I chose DT and take easy.
Okay, so you used a Titan build.
Yeah, thank you, Titan.
There you go, Titan. He's one of our players in WCS Europe. Right now, you're in the semi-final. No one has ever won 2 Intel Extreme Masters. You've been in 2 finals, but you've only won once. Does that matter to you now? Do you want to win Intel Extreme Masters, be the first person to win 2, or are you still thinking about the World Championship?
I said on Twitter, I will take IEM Championship for 10,000 bucks. So I must win semifinals because I need to get IEM World Championship seed. So I will just destroy, and you know, I'm now 7-0. So I will 10-0 and 13-0, like, you know, League of Legends SK team. Just destroy or, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. MC. Okay, that is it for day number 4 here at the campus party. It is also end of day 3 here at StarCraft 2. We've got one more day to go tomorrow. We start at 10 a.m. with the 3rd quarterfinal. We'll then go into our final quarterfinal, and you won't want to miss them. Some fantastic games up tomorrow. Our 4th quarterfinal will be TLO versus Bomber. Our first one of the day will be Major versus the defending champion for the Intel Extreme Masters, Hero from CJ Enters. And after that, the semis and the grand finals, so don't miss it. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. For now, though, we'll see you then.